Welcome to another episode of Will There Be Cake? I'm your host, Amber Simpson, and with me today is my lovely co-host, Robert Lamb.
Yep, that's me.
And joining us again is our guest, Adam Iben.
Hey, guys.
How's it going? Still working on our intros.
We got
Both
this.
of us, yeah. If we can remember the title of this podcast, that's that too.
Listen, we're on the 9th
Yeah, 9th episode. I'm hoping to just have it down by May.
Yeah, we got this. April will be a little bumpy, but...
Yeah, but the rest of it, it'll go smoothly after this.
So today is April 9th.
Right.
Do you know what day it is, fellows?
It's 8 days after my birthday.
Wow. We're over that by now. You only get a week to celebrate.
Damn it. Okay, no, what day is it, Amber Simpson?
It is Winston Churchill Day.
Oh my gosh.
What an exciting holiday.
Winston Churchill Day. Man. I feel like we're going to come off really dumb on this episode.
I mean, yeah, I don't know a lot about Winston Churchill. I know he exists. I didn't know the day existed.
I know he's a guy.
He's a guy?
I know he's
not from here.
He's definitely not from America. He's not American.
Nope.
And I know he is a little bit chubby, not trying to do any fat shaming or anything like that. He's just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I can picture his face.
And I know Gary Oldman played him in that one movie.
Yeah, that one movie.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, okay. So I know a little bit, but very
What was the
vague.
name of the movie?
Darkest Hour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it just about Winston Churchill?
Yeah. Did it take I didn't watch the whole movie, but I saw parts.
It takes place, it's like right after the British are losing at the Battle of Dunkirk, and it looks like they're about to get wiped out by the Germans.
That's right, because Dunkirk came out the same year.
Yeah. It's like at the end of Dunkirk, they start playing like they start reading the article and everything.
Oh, that's right.
But it's mostly about, like, Churchill's whole thing is he was supposed to be this really gifted orator that lifted up the spirits of the British at their darkest hour.
Well, and he was prime minister.
Yeah, he was
for
a
that,
prime minister during World War II.
Yeah, all of World War II or whatever, from like 1940 to 45 or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Good guess.
But he was pretty famous and polarizing in the country before the war even started.
Really?
But yeah, he's a complicated dude.
I heard but he gave really good speeches.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's some quotes that people still say.
Yeah. Like, where's the beef?
Is that
Churchill? Maybe that's not Churchill.
Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. That's one.
Okay.
And kites rise highest against the wind.
That's true.
Yeah. Or never, never, never give in.
Oh,
I don't know. Wow, that's a famous quote.
Never give up. Never going to let you down. I'm never going to turn around and desert you.
Listen.
Is also Churchill.
Yep.
He's pretty famous for having quotes attributed to him that he never really said.
Really?
Like there's like one famous one. It's like pretty much during the middle of World War II and everything's at its worst, and he says the thing about Americans is no, they'll try every single option in the world, but at the end of the day, they'll always make the right decision. Even if it's the last decision to make, they'll make the right decision.
That's a quote.
He said that?
Yeah. And then there's like another one. There's like a story because he was pretty much shit-faced.
Right.
Most of it, like during most of the day.
I mean, all the pictures I've seen of him, he has like a cigar and like there's usually like a glass of something in front of him.
And a cane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Like one of the other good quotes that is like another myth of him is he's at some like social party or something like that with the higher ups in the government, and one real stuffy British lady, you can just imagine her lip just kind of like
right, like
really, really fancy.
Right.
And she starts giving him shit, and she says, "You sir are drunk," and he goes, "Well, yeah, madam, I am, but you're ugly. Tomorrow I'll be sober, but you'll still be ugly."
I've heard of that one. Yeah, I've heard of that one. But that's not. They don't know for sure he said that, right?
That's the myth.
I guess. Yeah.
What a
like
gangster.
I mean, if he did say that, that's interesting. But who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows
So
for
you
sure.
guys know how this day came to be?
Well, I'm gonna assume it came after World War II. That's when it like kind of originated.
Well, in 1963, on this day in 1963, he became the second person to become an honorary citizen of the United States.
Oh, really?
The second ever person. So this holiday just commemorates that event. And John F. Kennedy is the one who...
Oh, yeah. Like, honored him.
Honored him, yeah. Or the one who, gave him that citizenship.
After he was prime minister, did he just stayed in politics or something? I don't know.
The funny thing is the World War II ends in May of 1945,
right.
And then by July, they voted him out of office.
Oh wow.
That's messed up.
He was a soldier and an author, on top of being the British
too.
Prime Minister. So, yeah.
All right. So today is just all about commemorating this semi-great man, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great man, right?
Yeah, he was everything we ever needed in a leader.
We?
When?
What are you reading right now?
I don't know, the internet.
We the Americans? That's what we needed?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. When fascism was taking over the world, he was an honorable statesman and a leader who rallied the world to the cause of freedom.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a nice way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's also
on this day we celebrate.
Well, then honestly, I think to celebrate the day, we should watch The Darkest Hour.
Yeah, or Doctor Who, just anything British.
Yeah. No, you watch The Darkest Hour and then you watch Dunkirk. Or you watch Dunkirk and then The Darkest Hour? No, you should watch...
You watch them concurrently at the same time.
All right. That's
one
how
on
you
each
really
TV.
Yeah. You got me in two TVs.
Or you just dress up in a tux and a hat and have a cigar and a cane.
And tell women that are
say
ugly.
Yeah.
That'll go over well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Make great speeches. I'm always in awe of like how people write like have speeches ready. Like a lot of people in history, like presidents and stuff, they always have to have like their speeches ready, and then sometimes they those quotes hang in the air and they stick, and later on they're commemorated later on. That's awesome. Like you don't know. Something's going to stick. Like something we say on this podcast, it might be like so profound to somebody that they put it on a meme.
Politicians.
Yeah.
That's true though.
Yeah, that's true though. Amber Simpson, and they put that on like a mountain meme, like with mountains in the background, and it's like an inspirational quote. Yeah.
Literally everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's a solid day. I don't know if it's one for real, like a lot of partying or anything.
Yeah. So, should we eat cake on this day?
Oh yeah. Actually, while we were talking about that, I looked up.
You looked up cakes?
Yeah, but I was trying to find like British cakes. So there's
Do they have their
British
own
cakes.
Type of cake in Britain?
Like this one just says like there's the classic Victoria sponge cake. That's kind of cool. It's got like strawberries on top. It looks like a vanilla sponge cake. That's interesting.
Sponge cake.
No. Or the Victoria sandwich. That's a traditional British cake. It just looks like a cake. It's not a sandwich.
Oh.
I think it's just.
It's a fancy sandwich.
It's just like.
It's just a cake.
Like, is it me or like, I don't want to come off as like rude or pompous or anything, but it just feels like a lot of British foods are very like plain looking. Like every time I look at like their cookies and stuff, it's kind of plain.
Yeah, it's just like a biscuit.
Yeah, and the names for them are kind of weird, but that's from an American.
Every time you like venture down the international foods aisle and they go by the British section, nothing really looks appetizing.
Well, that's what I'm saying is it looks just very like plain. Like maybe it tastes good. I don't know enough about like British foods and stuff,
neither.
But it's like when I see their cakes and their cookies, I'm just like, I don't know. Like it's a brown cookie. That's it. Like that's cool.
Like a sugar cookie.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Sugar.
It's like a, yeah.
I don't know.
There's nothing inside it. There's nothing really on top.
Boring. No wonder he smoked cigars and drank and called women ugly. His food's boring.
Again, if you live in the UK or whatever, or you live in Europe somewhere, like we're not trying to be offensive at all. This is an American point of view. We're celebrating your guys' day, like right now. So this is all about Churchill, baby.
All right.
Cool. So yeah, I think you should have a cake, but a British cake.
Have a British cake.
Mm-hmm.
Dress up. Say quotes.
You think they should have a cake? British cake?
Yeah, why not?
What do you think, Adam? British cake?
No,
No cake at all?
no cake at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? You don't like Winston Churchill that much?
No.
Okay.
I just want. Can I have a cake baked into the shape of a naked pink Winston Churchill?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll taste good.
Can't be worse than a real British cake.
Or I thought you were going to say real Winston Churchill.
That too.
I probably wouldn't. I don't know. But to each their own.
To each their own.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, another
We got
inspirational
it.
quote. To each their own.
To each their own. Too bad it was said before.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyone else have anything to say about Winston Churchill? Do you want to tell us why you don't like Winston Churchill?
Oh, he's big time racist.
Okay.
Really, really racist.
All right.
But if you look
Don't be
past
racist
the
on
racism,
this day.
Like super racist.
I mean, well, that was a long time ago. Wasn't everybody back then?
yeah, everyone was racist back then. It was okay to be racist. Actually, they encouraged it. Nowadays, it's
fashion.
frowned upon.
Yeah, it was a
for sure.
fashion.
Yeah, it was a fashion. Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful.
Well,
Well-
yeah, that sucks for. But you can't deny the guy makes some good speeches.
Damn straight.
All right. Well,
Lovely.
yeah.
Well, happy April 9th. Happy Winston Churchill Day.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
See ya.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.